Okay, so check this out. I got this little green box following my cursor. Isn't that cool? Okay, yeah, it's not so cool. But anyways, um, he still can toss boxes. But if you notice, there's this big bad box here, and if I touch it, everything turns blue. So I guess what this is I learned how to do collision detection. It was actually very easy. This method is called axis-aligned bounding box collision detection. It is actually very, very simple. I found it here on, what was it? I think it was Game, got me. Game Dev Toots. I think if I put that in, is it in here somewhere? No. Yes, here it is. Alright, so yeah, Game Dev Toots. A very good website. I recommend it. It has lots of useful knowledge that you can steal. And basically, although don't get scared by some of the math in here, if you just kind of, look down at the code. So basically, you just put this little bit of information into your objects, minimum and maximum. The minimum will be the top left corner of your bounding box. Max will be the bottom right. So with that, you kind of have the width and height information of your box. And then what you do is you just check for this. And although that might look kind of crazy at first, yeah, if there's no intersection, there's no overlap. And if this isn't true, then it is true that they are overlapping. So essentially, what this means is maybe it's easier if I start with the top and bottom part to explain it, because simpler language. But basically, if the bottom of one box is above the top of the other box, they're not overlapping. And if the top of one box is below the bottom of the other box, they're not colliding. So it's basically that. I hope that made sense. And then you check for the left and right and the top and bottom, and if both of those are false, then they're overlapping. So basically you're checking, is it outside of the other box? And if it is, it's not colliding. If it isn't, it is colliding. So in here, I essentially made a new class called a collide box, which I think I might rewrite all this, or I will rewrite all this. Then I added a max and minimum, I guess that's a variable, but basically it's a getter, and essentially it just returns the, the max and min points, even though that's not actually a variable per se. But very, very handy. And then back in here, I made the collide where you can use the max and mins, and basically this is the same as that other code, except I believe the other code is, I think they said this is C++, but if you know AccentScript, Hex, if you look at this, it basically looks, the same. It's what that ECMA, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I made last night. Made this little box collider and the box tosser. So yeah, that's it. Under 5 minutes. So maybe in the next video, I'm going to make my own game engine. See how that works.